Hello and welcome to my new course, which I title My Happy Healthy Feet. We're in the most amazing location here. It's a nature garden with many different kinds of plants. All the plants match together in a way, but there's so many different areas. There's beehives, there's many different plants I don't even know the names of. Everything mixes and there's this lake and this beautiful dome. And I think this is the most amazing setting to work with the feet, because this is like barefoot area, barefoot country. To experience nature through our feet, to experience the world through our feet. I mean, they're down there, right? They're doing their work. Can we improve on them? How can we care for them? And I'm going to show you ways to care for your feet, to make them feel better. I think if your feet are hurting, your feet have been neglected for far too long. If the feet are hard or deformed, we need to work with the feet. We need to show some love to the feet. And that's what we're going to do. I have for you in stock the 5 best lessons I know for the feet. I already teach these lessons, I already know these lessons, I already use these lessons. And they're so beneficial that I really want to show them to you. Okay, that's enough for an introductory talk. Let's start. This lesson will be in sitting and in lying down. So find yourself a place where you can sit and lie down. You can sit on a chair or you can sit on the floor, you can sit on a cushion, whatever is most comfortable. So we will start right off with this lesson in a sitting position. And when you look for a place to sit, if you're not sitting on the floor, make sure that you're not too much rounded in the back. It doesn't really matter for this lesson, but just make sure you're sitting somewhere. Does this make sense? That you're not sitting in a chair where you have to slouch backwards, or you sit in front of the chair. So the first position is to put your right foot onto your left knee, somehow. On the floor this will be different than sitting, just so you can reach your right foot, so that you have access to your right foot with your hands. So on the floor this might be difficult, for some it might be incredibly easy, for some it's difficult, so everybody is different. There's a wide range. For some people it's almost impossible to reach the foot, but somehow get your foot into the proximity of your hands. So this morning somebody told me, she was supposed to cream her feet like this. One foot puts cream on the other foot because she wasn't able to reach her feet. I hope you can reach your foot. So I'm barefoot, yes. And you can do it with a sock, but if you use a sock, make sure you have a toe sock, something like this maybe. A sock where you can see your toes, identify your toes, because we will work with the toes. If you're comfortable barefoot, go with barefoot. There's a woodpecker outside, I can hear him. Tuck, 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 tuck. A bird looking for worm in the bark of a tree. Nature is so much nature. Alright, so you have your foot, get hold of your big toe, the big toe of your right foot, and just twist the big toe a little bit. Let's see, what is the big toe? So the big toe, you know, has a nail, and inside there's bones. So press your big toe a little bit so you can feel for the bones. You can feel, there's something hard inside. Something hard. So it's not all meat. We're not made of meat, and we're not made of clay. That's interesting. In the Middle Ages, people were thinking we're made of clay. Anyways, there's a story about this picture. We're in nature now. Everything is okay. So think about your toe. And there's two bones. In the big toe, it's like in the thumb. There's two bones. And twist your toe around a little bit, to the right and to the left. And you will notice, maybe that's easy or maybe that's not so easy. Just a little bit twist to the left and to the right, and see if you go up to the middle foot. If you work your way up to the middle of the foot, this bone is big and it's long, phalanges. It's a long bone. And how far up can you move the bone of your big toe? Twist it right and left. Just roll it right and left. And then come to the upper part of your big toe, the toe itself again. So try to roll the toe. Don't force roll it like with a wrench, but just very gently, gently roll the toe a little bit inside and outside. So we're already in the lesson. That's how easy you get into a Feldenkrais lesson. You roll the toe a little bit and try to release tension. Don't hold your foot very stiff, but let go of your foot. So the foot is just hanging. The foot is hanging, and you try to reach for your foot with your hands, and you turn the toe. So that if there's less tension in the toe, it's easier to turn it. Then, of course, like when it's very tense, very hard, it's difficult to twist it. But if it's soft, if it's relaxed, it's more easy to... Did you ever hold a baby? Some babies are so soft and so flexible. And think of your big toe like this, very soft, very flexible. Turn it and then also pull it a little bit. Just pull the big toe while you twist it. And maybe if you do that, you will notice it's not the same. When you roll the big toe inside or outside, one is easier to pull and one is easier to push the direction. To push inside or to pull outside. And look for this pull. When you rotate, pull. So maybe it's easier to pull when you rotate the big toe inside. Just try to roll the toe inside and outside a little bit until you're tired of it. You can always stop the video and continue if it's not enough time to explore. And maybe you can you speed it up, the video, if it's too slow for you? But I wouldn't recommend speeding it up. Just this takes time. This work takes time, and you really have to do the work. You're caressing your foot, but you're not like putting cream on it, and you're not massaging your foot, but you work with the function of the foot. That's what we're doing here. Work with the function. And the toe can rotate a little bit. Then, enough of the big toe. Get hold of your, I think the Americans, they say queen toe. Is this the queen toe or is it just the second toe? What makes the queen toe the queen toe? When the second toe is a little bit longer than the first toe, I think it's the queen toe. So the second toe is different than the first one. The second one has more bones inside. The first has 2 bones, like the thumb has 2 bones, and the second has already 3 bones. Like the digit finger, your index finger, 1, 2, 3 bones. 1, 2, 3 bones. Maybe your toe is long, maybe it's short, but it should have 3 bones, and you can feel that when you press it, when you twist it, and then also with the second toe, turn it around a little bit, twist it a little bit, and pull it. try to see in which direction is it easier to pull. When you turn the toe, and also try in the middle part of the foot. Can you feel the bones in the middle part of your foot? Can you feel the bones? Turn it inside and turn it outside. And pull on the toe gently. Everything should be gentle. Pull a little bit, pull and push, and then let go of your second toe and come to your middle toe, and the third toe, or you can place your foot wherever you can reach it, and try to feel for the bones inside. This is serious business. This is no child's play. Turn, then start to turn. I'm kidding. Start to turn the middle toe inside, outside, and pull, but don't yank, but just a gentle pull, and maybe you can make it really soft, a really soft pull, very gently, a very gentle soft pull, and maybe you can feel this pull into the middle part of the foot. How far into the foot can you feel the pull? And if your toes are hurting, be very gentle, very soft. And if your toes are not hurting, if your toes feel great, be very gentle, very soft. And then come to your fourth toe. Try the same thing there. Turn your fourth toe and pull. Turn and pull. Turn and pull. Turn and pull. And then, of course, what's left? The small toe. To take hold of your small toe, pinky toe. See, there's also 3 bones in the pinky toe. Even the toe is very small, very little. You might be able to feel that there's like 3 bones inside there, and you can just pull a little bit and turn the toe. So we worked through all the toes in this way, pulling and turning, and then take a break. Release your leg. If you're on the floor, you can stretch out, take a short rest on your back if you like, or just lengthen your leg. If you're on the chair, it's a little bit far to go onto the floor, so you can just stretch out your legs and take a short rest. I can hear the grass in the wind. I don't know the name for the grass, but it's very tall grass. Tall grass in the wind. And I heard some ravens. Alright, then, for the second movement, please get hold of your foot again. So that's also part of the lesson, to be able to put the foot away and to get hold of your foot again. To put the foot away, and it's not part of the exercise. You don't need to do it, but we're going to do it many times, so this will improve as well, I guess. Now, get back to your big toe. So hold your big toe with your left hand. So as your right foot, you hold your big toe with your left hand, and then instead of just rotating, so you rotate, you pull on the toe, same as before, but also bend the toe. Bend your big toe towards the sole of your foot. So you're pulling on the toe and you're bending it down to the sole of the foot. You pull, you lengthen. No, it's not like pulling, but just like a gentle gentle, you know what I mean. Just a gentle hello, please come with me. So it's a gentle pull or rotation, and then bring the toe closer to the sole of your foot. So it's very gentle, it's not a yank, but let's see what you can do in terms of, yeah, don't break it. Alright, then switch to your second toe. Take hold of your second toe with your left hand and pull, turn and pull the second toe, but also bend it. Bend it down, down, down towards the sole of your foot. So don't break it, be gentle. You could help with your right hand. So the right hand and the left hand work together in this business of bending the toes. It's passive bending. Let's see if that's still possible. Then take hold of your middle toe, the third one. So it's you pull, you lengthen the middle toe and you curl it in, you bend it, and you bring the berry of your toe, the toe berry, the tip of your toe, closer towards the sole of your foot. So if you need to readjust your leg, if you need to like put your knee a little bit down, readjust your sitting, please do so. Do whatever is necessary so you can lengthen your toe. And then let go of your third toe and come to your fourth toe. And again, roll your fourth toe a little bit, turn it to the inside, turn it to the outside, pull a little bit, and then turn it. Turn it downwards towards the sole of your foot. You can use both hands, so it makes this bending over towards the sole of your foot. Don't force it, just a little bit. Then let go again and get hold of your fourth foot, of your pinky, the small toe. Catch your small toe, turn it, bring it downwards, bend it towards the sole of your foot. And you can, if you like, you can like roll your whole foot. It's not just one toe, but you can involve, make use of your whole foot to turn the whole foot. So until you have done that with all your toes, and then bend all your toes down, all at the same time, with the help of both hands, so you make your foot shorter. This is one of the Feldenkrais genius moves. So instead of stretching, we shorten. And after you shorten it, you let go of the toes again and see. Your foot is more relaxed. And then bend the toes one more time. Bend all the toes down. Bend the toes down. Hold them down. Yeah. It shouldn't hurt. Just give the toes a good bend and then let them go again and then take a break. And we will continue on the back. So if you have a mat, please come to lie on the floor onto your back. Hey, this is comfortable. Please get both of your feet to standing and get hold of your right foot. Somehow, just try to get hold of your right foot until you can reach your right foot. You can lift your head if you like, and then do the same thing with your toes again. Pull your toes, bend your toes towards, lengthen your toes towards the sole. And here in lying supine, it's easier to move your right leg. So you can, when you pull on the toe, you can bring your knee down a little bit. And do the same thing like in the movement before, just like lengthen each toe or lengthen 2 toes together, pull 3 toes or 1 toe or 2 toes and bring them closer towards the sole of your foot. And also you can position yourself in any way you like until you can really like wrap, roll, bend. They might be stiff, not as soft as they were a couple of years ago when you have been a baby or when I have been a baby. Just make them curl up and bring the toes closer toward the sole of the foot. Hold them there a little bit. Hold them there a little bit and then let go again. Yeah. And stretch out. But we cannot stay on the floor, we need to come back to sit. Please come to sit. Alright, until you are sitting again. And now we need to work with the right foot again, of course, in the process. It's our next movement. And please get your right foot to stand. Yeah. So if you're on the chair, you can put the foot like on the edge of the chair. If you're on the floor, you could put your foot to stand just like this, or maybe just like this. You should be able to reach your toes. So I will do it like this. For me, that's easy. Okay, so you have your foot in front of you. That's the setup. The foot is standing somewhere, and then get hold with your left hand of your big toe and with your right hand of the rest of the toes. Like this. And then pull them apart. So you pull your big toe to the left a little bit and the rest of the toes to the right. So you're making this space between the toes even bigger. The space between the big toe and the second toe, you enlarge them by pulling, but it's not to pull the foot apart, of course. Obviously, we try to take care. We try to be nice to the foot. So it's just a little bit you pull, just to make it more, to bring movement into the foot, to bring movement into a situation where there might have not been much movement for a long time. So just like pull them softly, and that's something you can do frequently, like all the movements in this movement sequence. And you can try different angles and try different places from where you push or pull the toes apart from each other. 4 toes separate from the big toe. In different angles, carefully. It is said that some people can spread it like 90 degrees. I'm not one of them, certainly. For me it's more like 30 degrees maximum. Alright, and now change the position. use your left hand to hold your big toe and the second toe, and your right hand to the other 3 toes. So you're pulling the 3 toes to the right and 2 toes to the left. So the second toe separates from the third toe to the sides. Yeah. So again, it's not stretching, it's not yanking, you just enlarge the space very gently, and you can try a couple of different variations, couple of different ways to do that. Then move over 1 notch. So with your right hand you have the 4th and the 5th toe, and in your left hand you have the big toe, the 2nd and the 3rd toe. So you pull your 3rd and your 4th toe apart, just like a little bit, like make the space a little bit bigger. You can massage a little bit, just use common sense, don't use force. Pull them apart. And then let go again, and then just with your right hand the pinky, the small toe, the 5th toe, pull the small toe apart from the 4th toe. Make the space a little bit bigger. And back, play a bit. Right. So after you have done this, there was this movement. And then please come back into lying on your back in a supine position. That's good. Get your feet to stand. Cross your right leg over your left one. Get hold of your foot. And again, review the first couple of movements where you lengthen your toes and you curl your toes. Just see how that feels now. If anything changed. Alright. Okay. And then we're going to interlace the fingers and the toes. So if you never have done that before, it's a little bit funny. Like to interlace the fingers, that's easy. It's a very common movement. But to interlace the fingers and the toes, and I guess interlacing toes and fingers wasn't an invention of Dr. Moshe Feldenkrais. I mean, I guess this has been done for like hundreds of thousands of years or thousands of years by humans, right? And apes, to interlace the fingers and toes. But Dr. Moshe Feldenkrais, he put it in this movement sequence. So that's new. In this sequence of movements, one movement improves on the other. So once you manage to squeeze your fingers in between your toes, now you can apply nail polish. Now you can pull your toes. Pull your toes a little bit. And then instead of dragging the toes towards the sole of the feet, push them in the other direction. So like curl your toes up. Help with your hand to curl up the toes, to make the toes move upwards, if that's possible at all. If you want to use a pillow under your head, by all means, please use a pillow. And then, see, you can push your big toe up first, or you can push your small toe up first. So do these 2 different variations, one after the other, one after the other. Like you can go with all toes at the same time, or the big toe first and then the second and the third. And have your leg relaxed. or you go with the small toe first, small toe up, and then the other toes. And then take a short break. Try to release those, get them apart, and lie down again. Just a break. Small pause while I watch the grass outside. And then bring your foot to standing again. And take hold of your right foot. Interlace your fingers and toes again if that's not too painful, or just a little bit, or just a couple of fingers and a couple of toes. And you can really improve that. You can work on that if it doesn't work easily. Like, I mean, it's no shame to touch your feet. If you're ashamed of your feet, get them done so they look nice. Get them done in the pedicure so they look nice and they're more pleasant to touch. And if you love your feet, it's already good to touch them. And so you should be able to interlace your fingers with your toes. You probably don't do that in front of other people. But when you're on your own, you can always try a little bit until you become good at it, and then the toes will become more soft. And if it doesn't work at first, it will work later. So you just do a little bit, just maybe try to put in one of your fingers or two of your fingers. And if you're good at it, you will notice you can put your fingers in different locations. You can put your thumb in between your second toe, your fifth toe, and your fourth toe. You can put your thumb in between any other place. And you can interlace your hand with your foot in one way or the other, with your thumb on the outside of your big toe, or with your thumb in between the big toe and your second toe. So play with those movements, not just now in this lesson, but whenever you think of it. And once they are interlaced, also bend your toes. Bend them up or bend them down. And of course, now we focus on the foot. We put our full attention to this movement. But when you do something else, when you're reading or listening to a radio show, you can do that. And always be careful and always be nice. And for now, let's just relax on the back. For me, actually, the position of how I lie on the floor changed just by working with the foot. How is it for you? If you wiggle your toes, what do you feel? Is one foot more awake, more subtle than the other? One more painful? One more painless? One more softer? Your right foot should feel more awake, more fresh, more flexible. Alright, now we come to the last movement of this sequence. Please get both feet to stand again. And when your feet are standing now, I think you should already feel quite a difference between your right sole and right foot and how the foot is standing and your left one, right? Now please hold your right foot, your right leg into the air. So you raise your right leg somewhere up straight, just what's easy somewhere, and curl your toes again. Curl your toes. Just use your foot to curl your toes. help again with your hands, just to remind, like this was like the third movement we did, or the fourth one. Just curl down the toes and help with your both hands to bring your toes down, really bring them closer towards the sole of the foot. This should be already quite a lot easier than in the beginning. We did all these many movements, and let go again, and then try with your foot alone, just with the foot alone to curl up the toes, and let go again. Stretch out your legs. And try one more time. Bring both feet to stand. Raise up your right foot. Curl your toes. Yeah, really curl them. Do what you can. Squeeze them hard. Squeeze them toes. Squeeze them hard. Let go. And now, use your left index finger. You could use a pencil, but let's use your left index finger and try to hold your index finger with your toes. So you use your toes to hold your index finger and hold the index finger tight. Try to pull back your index finger, but use your toes to hold your index finger. So the toes is like a dog holding to a stick, and you try to remove the stick, but the dog is just a picture. Don't overdo it. Put your index finger closer towards your small toe, the pinky toe, fourth toe, third toe. Try it there. Just to remove and hold, and you squeeze. So you work, you squeeze. So all the flexor muscles in the foot really flex. And then let go again. This will create some sort of cramping or relaxation. Try one more time, or do it on your own, in your own terms. Just hold your pinky finger in different locations with your third toe, your fourth toe, first toe. Just don't let go of your pinky finger with the help of your foot. Alright, then let go again. Stretch out, relax. This is such an amazing place. So we did a lot of work with the right foot. Bring both of the feet to stand. Maybe you can feel the difference already. And then get up. Come to standing to see how it is in standing. How your feet feel. How your right foot feels. I feel good. Let's get up all the way. And just feel how it is in standing. How you feel your foot. The sole of your foot. How you can feel the floor. And then take a few steps. Just walk. This might be surprising. How different the feeling is now on the right foot compared to the left one. Maybe you didn't know your foot has some discomfort, but now it feels much more comfortable. Maybe the right one is completely different than the left one, in the feeling. Of course not in looks. Yes, maybe in looks too. The right one looks a lot softer. Alright, I would love to take the time to do the left foot with you. But I think it's better you do it on your own. So remember what we did and do the same thing with your left leg. or rewind. You cannot rewind the video, just jump to the beginning of the video and do the same things on the left side with the left foot what you did with the right foot. Maybe it takes the same time, but maybe it's faster. Maybe you can just try what you remember and then do the video again. Use this video as a tool to do it a second time, or to do it together with a friend, or just do what you remember and see if you can get the same effect on the left foot like you did on the right, like you got on the right one. Play with it, be creative, use it as a resource and start using this movement in your everyday life whenever you have a chance to play with your foot. Do it. And I will go for a walk now. And I hope you can enjoy your feet as well, and go for a walk today, or the next time you were able to go for a walk in nature, take the opportunity. And thank you for watching, and see you in the next lesson, which will build upon this one. Bye bye.